Should we just take a quick look?
Yeah, we just take a quick look. Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you stop?
Hi everyone, we are here at Jalan Kayu and this is a very nice development we're going to show you. But before we go into the house, Phyllis, let's talk about the location.
Alright, so we're at District 28. This is the main Jalan Kayu area where we're at. We're just off your main Springleaf Prata, right? Is it Springleaf Prata?
No, it's not.
Oh, no, what's it called?
This is the Jalan Kayu Prata.
Jalan Kayu Prata.
Yeah.
So just off that, we're at Jalan Tari Payong today, and we have a pair of semi-Ds to show you. So this is quite an interesting area because if you take a look at where we're at right now, this is the pair of semi-Ds at the back of us, and along the entire stretch is actually inter-terraces and your corner terrace towards the end. So we are the ones that are tucked right at the corner. This is essentially like a cul-de-sac. Okay, so this specific pair of semi-Ds will show you later on, but maybe let's talk a little bit about why this location is very interesting. Are you familiar with the area?
Quite familiar. I used to, hang around this area when I was young. School
you come
is
here
just
and eat the prata one, right?
Yeah. Like I used to.
But just off camera, Andy and I were talking about the prata. He said this is not the best prata. So share with us, where's the best prata?
My personal favorite is over at the Old Airport Road, the morning market. So the morning market has very nice prata over there.
No, is the crispy kind or the doughy kind?
The crispy type.
Oh, the crispy kind. So amenities wise, you have that full stretch of your shop houses.
Yes.
What kind of amenities do you have there? Do you have supermarkets?
Over there, there's like small little shops, for you to buy grocery, and also at the same time you can also do some laundry over there. And along that stretch, there's a lot of nice eateries, I think here is very famous for the eateries.
Right, and then if you drive further out, that's where you get your LRT station. It's not really in a walkable kind of distance, but if you drive, then definitely I think it's pretty convenient.
Correct.
The expressway is just right behind us. So how long does it take to get to the expressway, roughly?
I think you
just
turn out
here, right?
on my speed, right? Probably 1 minute lah. On her speed is 30 seconds.
Okay, so as in convenience-wise to the expressway, very convenient.
Very convenient. Primarily, this area has a lot of greenery. So a lot of times when we come to landed houses, when the density is very high, right, it tends to have lesser greenery. But here, you can see surrounding here is all a lot of greenery, which is very important for landed houses.
Especially if you have kids or you have pets, right? If you like to bring out for like recreation and stuff like that, I think that's some of the amenities that you'll definitely get to enjoy. Okay, so there are two here. Originally, what was this? Originally
here is a detached house.
Correct.
So very big detached house. So they say that actually this has potential to actually, construct into two semi-D.
Yeah, so that's usually what happens because developers will take the detached and then they'll subdivide either into semi-Ds, or if let's say the detached is very big, they can subdivide into two corners and one inter-terrace.
That's right.
So here it's already subdivided into semi-D. So what's the land size for both these?
Land size, okay, let me see the land size for this.
And then this is plot 2. So the plot 2 is the slightly bigger one because this is kind of like in a trapezium shape. Plot 1 is a bit more regularly shaped.
So let me get the land size for this. On the left hand side, 2,392. The build-up area is 4,145. So very good build-up. Land size wise is actually very comfortable. So later when we go in, you can see there's actually the side here, there's a green patch, and it's definitely a very nice landed feel.
So here, how many cars can I park? I think I can park minimally 2 cars.
2 cars you can.
And then your setbacks towards this side, this is like real grass that the developer did for you. And you'll notice, later I'll show you upstairs, you'll notice that where we are, we're actually a little bit on an elevated ground already. So it's downward sloping, so your neighbouring houses are slightly lower than yours. So it's nice because you get that height. And then now we are in a 3-story mixed landed zoning, right? So
3-story mixed landed.
What does it mean if we are in a landed zoning?
Okay, the landed zone itself mixed over here at Jalan Kayu area and the Seletar area, there's actually different zone for mixed landed. One thing good about here is because it's a 3-story mixed landed, that means you can actually build up to the highest. And of course, your vintage point will definitely be higher as well.
Correct.
Yeah, it's very important.
Plus, because just now, as I said, we're on elevated ground. So when you go up to the 3rd story later, which I'll show you together with Andy, we have this very nice vantage point of the
greenery area.
The greenery area.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so that's what you get to enjoy. Come, let's go into the house.
Okay.
So how many beds and baths do we have? We have 4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms, ensuite. At the ground floor area, you have this living and also comprises the dining area. So if, for example, if you want to further do any enhancement, definitely you can actually open up here and put up the outside terrace area as well if you want to for dining purposes.
Okay, so this is where you get your kitchen area. If you want, you can enclose up here with like a glass sliding door, and then perhaps your dining area can be over towards this side. I suppose your TV setup will actually be here because the power point's over there, right? And then you can put your sofa setup over here.
That's right.
So I think in terms of configuration, you can play around a little bit, but there is still sufficient space for all your barang-barang, your furnitures, right? Towards that side, when your entrance, it's quite a nice entrance actually. And you realize that actually there's a lot of window points throughout the entire house. So you get a lot of natural light and also ventilation from all different corners of the house, right?
Correct.
Because sometimes for landed houses, you see that maybe the front has a huge window panel, but towards the back, you don't really get too much. Or if it's very elongated, then the middle portions are dark.
Correct.
Right? But this house, I mean, the lights are not on, the lights are not even installed yet, but it's very naturally bright.
It is, correct.
And you feel the wind coming in even though...
I think the conservation for this house itself is also very good. And developer, when they actually build a unit, brand new Cat 4 unit like this, they will actually take into consideration how the light actually comes to the house. And important thing is actually the air circulation to make this house particularly brighter, and also at the same time more air circulation.
Okay, so whenever we talk about categories of houses in PLB, Cat 1 is your original condition house. Maybe it's a single story, fully for rebuild. Cat 2 is usually a house that requires you to do maybe major A&A. Maybe you need to expand another story or to push back your setback and stuff like that. So that's considered Cat 2 house. Cat 3 house is one that maybe renovated in the recent times, but maybe when you move in, you just need to do very minor renovation. You don't have to do any major A&A, and then you can essentially move in. And then Cat 4, of course, is something like this, brand new from developer. You just bring in your luggages, bring in your stuff, and you can essentially stay already. So what is the Cat 1 pricing in this kind of area? Because when we talk about construction, or we're talking about like what is the buyer's perspective when they buy into a house like this, or they're looking around the area. Should they buy into a Cat 1 or Cat 2 house, pump in the money from construction, or should they just buy brand new from developer? What do you think?
I think for this area, right, if you want to get a Cat 1 house, easily you'll be looking at least 3.8 million upwards. So it depends on the availability, especially at this area, this zoning,
You're talking about a detached house,
a detached, semi-detached house, bare land, old house. You probably need to, the buying cost probably for a landed house at Cat 1 will probably be upward of 3.8 million thereabout,
In fact, I think possibly even higher for such a decent land size, because for the inter-terraces around the 2.5 kind of category range, the transactions are already above $4 million. So if you're looking at semi-D of an even bigger size, then I think it will be maybe $4+ million for a maybe Cat 1 house. And then we talk about construction. So how much does it cost to construct? Fully rebuilt.
For a fully rebuilt house, easily you'll be looking at least $1.5 million to $2 million to actually do this construction.
$1.5 to $2 million. So you take that plus another $4 million of your land size. Because when you buy the land, the structure on top of it is essentially nothing. You're essentially just buying the land. Construction costs depends on the quality of build that you use. So $400 to $450 per square foot, which brings your construction cost to at least maybe $1.5 to $2 million. So that brings your total quantum to about $6 million, and not including miscellaneous fees like your engaging of your PE, your architect, etc. And of course, most importantly is the downtime. Right?
If
you want to construct,
do this, you gotta take at least 2 years.
Correct. 2 years. Some more, you need to, in the interim, you need to rent.
You rent at it.
Definitely, I think the cost will snowball. Plus, the third thing is that it takes up a lot of your mental energy. If you are maybe like a normal commoner like me and Andy, who doesn't have experience, don't know how to do anything, there's a lot of blind spots when it takes to constructing a landed home. It's totally in a different ballgame compared to like condos and HDBs. That's also something that you have to take into consideration, and let's say you're looking to rebuild or do a major A&A.
That's right.
So this one, brand new, move in, you don't have to deal with all of the extra stuff, and then I think it's definitely one of the options that you can consider. So the price, let's talk about the price here.
Okay, talk about the price here.
The main thing is the price. It's always about the price. So how much is it here?
Okay, now for this unit, we are looking at, let me get the details of this pricing.
This is plot 2 and then plot 1.
This is plot 2. So plot 2 is looking at $5.6 million.
$5.6 million.
That's right.
Okay, and then the plot 1?
$5.5 million.
Okay, so later on we'll show you plot 1 also, but let's walk through this semi-D first.
Let's show you the rest of the house as well.
Let's show the back. So lift provision is already available, which is great because most of the brand new landed homes, they come with lift already for future proofing.
Correct.
Yeah, we are in an aging population.
And the cost of a new lift, right, will be on the upward of 150,000.
Correct. It depends on the type of lift you use also, but minimally we're looking at that kind of baseline.
That's right.
And then there's a WC here.
Yep, so it's a WC and this is actually another room here. So the back here we have clearance, right? So we have a bit of space here where you can actually do your, additional, stuff like laundry. You can put your storage here. You can put your bikes over here. You can have, basically for your amenities as well.
Is this a wet kitchen?
No, it's not a wet kitchen.
Okay, it's not
it's not a wet kitchen.
Okay, so just now I was saying we're already on elevated land. See the opposite neighbor?
Correct.
This is their top floor and we are on the first floor.
Yeah.
So when you look down, that's their first floor. Can you
Correct,
see?
that's the first floor already.
Yeah. So this is very nice, very private also.
So when you're on elevated land means a few things. Basically, you have more light and also at the same time you can have more air circulation. And of course, it's you're above, especially when you go to the third floor, right? You're above the rest of the houses.
Yeah, and also, I mean, for practical reasons also, we live in tropical countries, so you don't have to be concerned about flooding and stuff like that.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, come.
Okay, let's
head
go
up.
to upstairs.
Oh, there's a bomb shelter there, we didn't show.
Yep. Oh, okay, come. Also shelter over here, right? So
oh, nice.
Can be used as a storage, amenities. Now there's some construction material inside. They are still,
Alrighty.
making this house.
Should we take the lift or should we take this?
We can take the lift first.
This
we
lift
go
quite
upstairs.
nice
Yeah.
It's very modern looking.
Correct.
It's not the lifts that I've seen in other landed houses. It depends on the quality of the lift that you use, right? There's the hydraulic kind.
Yeah.
And then, but this one is quite...
It's quite fast. And also at the same time, you can actually fit quite a number of people.
Okay, come.
8.
This is
Okay, so
5 people.
5 people. So it's a
Sorry.
5 people lift. Shall we go up to the third floor?
Let's go up to the third floor, then you walk down.
Okay, so let's start with this room.
Okay.
Right.
All the bedrooms have ensuite toilet, right?
Correct. All the bedrooms are all ensuite. So you have a very big bathroom. Right. This level itself, we are at the top floor. So they're doing some of the works over here as well. So as you can see on the left hand side is actually behind here is actually where CTE is. You do get a bit of the vehicle traffic noise from here, but it's actually quite minimal because of the green buffer over here. So we have quite a big dense vegetation over here that reduces the noise from
Yeah, it really does reduce. It becomes white noise already.
Yeah, it becomes more like a white noise. So for the developer, right, what they have actually provided is a full. Wow, I think it's very big. How many panels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 panels.
Just nice for me.
Just nice.
Just nice.
I think the shoes will take up probably 1, 2, 3, 4 panels already.
And the rest is...
Yeah. Correct,
okay, but decent sized bedroom, your bed positioning will probably be around here. So I noticed that the developer really emphasizes a lot about the brightness of the house, and the window panels are huge. Because usually bedrooms, even for some of the newer builds, probably they only do 3 or 4 panels on one side, but this one is usually multiple angles you get. Yeah. So this side, the view is also quite nice.
Yeah.
The view
so a bit on a block view from here.
It's really nice.
More greenery on this side.
Yeah. But the bedroom size is decent, and this is parquet flooring, right?
Yes, it is.
And then
parquet
over
flooring.
here, what do we have?
Over here and
tiles.
A very good, decent sized bathroom. But of course, the developer will make sure that everything is done correctly. Making sure that if there's any defects that they actually found out, they will rectify it. So one thing about developer unit, you also have to know that there's actually a liability period where they give you a warranty. Usually it's about 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year of the defects liability
Correct,
period.
defects liability.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the original master bedroom or downstairs?
It's not, it's the third floor. So all the bedrooms are ensuite, so you can actually use any of the bedrooms as master. But primarily you should be on the second level.
This is decent size, so it's a little bit more elongated.
So when you come over to here, you can actually clear all the houses in front already.
This is nice. You are overlooking everybody.
It's on elevated ground, so basically what you have is actually clearance throughout.
Yeah.
Same thing, the wardrobe size pretty good. I think for a modern, lady like Phyllis,
I
this
think
is
not
definitely
enough,
not enough.
Definitely I need to do more.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so the ensuite is bigger. This is much bigger size.
Correct.
You can go and have a look.
You can go and take a look.
It's pretty decent, but all the builds and the quality of the finishings are all the same. Right, so Andy,
Yeah.
who do you think will be the target audience or the buyer for this kind of house?
If you look at this area, right, I think this zoning, there's actually a lot of BTO, and also at the same time, there's also a lot of condos surrounding this area.
Yeah, it's like a cycle. There's like all the asset classes within the same locale, right?
That's right, that's right. So for this locale, there's a good mix of BTO, there's a good mix of condo, so which forms the exit audience when you buy into this house. And also in the future, if you wish to upgrade to a bigger house, this is actually one very important factor for exit audience.
Yeah, because usually after people BTO, then they get their first pot of gold, then maybe they will upgrade into a condo, and then at this point of time, if their family expands, and then they will buy into a landed. So, but because of familiarity of location, also maybe because some of the parents have school-going children, they may move back into the same area. So, what are the primary schools in this area?
In this area, primary school, definitely you need to go to either Serangoon North. Alright, surrounding this area, there's no direct primary school. It's either you go to Serangoon North, you go to Ang Mo Kio, alright, and of course you can actually go further down stretch which is connecting to Yio Chu Kang Road. So there's some primary schools over there as well. Let me name some of the primary schools around this area. Oh, there's actually one as well. The nearest one is Sengkang Green Primary School.
Under 1 kilometer.
Correct. This is definitely within 1 kilometer. Sengkang Green Primary School. And there's another one which is Fernview Primary School. So these are the new primary schools surrounding this area, because in recent years this area has quite a lot of BTO units as well. So it actually, very good to have this area building up, and also you have more people coming into this zoning as well.
Yeah. Okay, come, let's sit to the second floor.
Second floor, yeah. Shall we walk now?
I think we walk down.
Okay, we walk down. Come, let's go. Very thoughtful also. One thing, you have windows over on this side and windows on this side to actually...
Because usually the stairwell will be quite dark, right?
Correct. Yeah. So very important when you have windows on this side.
Okay, I want to see the master. Which one is the master?
Master will be on this side.
Ah, this
right.
side.
So
wow.
master is over here. You have a
Look
open
at
terrace.
I love this. I love this. This is my favorite part of the house. I like this kind of like open terrace space because you can do a lot of things with this.
Yeah, that's right.
And it faces towards the front of the house. And over here, what else can I do?
Actually,
I can do my yoga.
It gives you a lot of options to actually do a lot of stuff. Either you have a trellis covering here, then you can actually confine this space using zip track. Right, so here you can actually even put in a jacuzzi as well. Yeah. Right, if you like, outdoor.
Correct. And I really like that this is the most corner of the street. Really, like this is the cul-de-sac house, because I really like the private facing. And actually, your front of the house is facing towards your neighbor's porch area. Like this corner of the house, which is not facing directly into the building of their house. Correct. So you get this opening as well, like an open view in that sense. Yeah, I like this.
And also very important is because especially if you're in landed zone, right? Parking is always something that sometimes that you worry about. And because outside here, there's actually is the end of the this road, so you can actually park additional 2 cars over here.
All your friends and family can come here.
Yeah, definitely you can actually park around this area.
I think they're still doing a little bit of work.
Correct.
Yeah, so here you can your inside of your house, you can park 2 cars. Here you can still park all the way.
Yeah,
so it's very nice. And the road is not too tight also, right?
Correct. It's one thing, I like this area is because the road is actually very wide.
So essentially this is a 4-bedroom plus 1 more granny's room downstairs.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, this is the master.
So this is also
actually quite similar size to the upstairs one, right?
Correct.
The junior
quite similar.
master kind of style.
That's right. So this bedroom upstairs and here is almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
Right. But over here, you actually look through the top of the other house. Okay, great. So let's go down to the level 1.
Okay, so we'll show you the plot 1 now.
Correct.
This one is more regularly shaped, so it's like a rectangular plot.
That's right, yeah. So let me open the gate.
Plot 2 is slightly bigger than plot 1.
Yep.
The pricing gap is about 100k, but you get a little bit more setback distance over there. So it really depends on what you're looking for. We'll walk through plot 1 first, and then you see for yourself which one do you like more.
Correct, yeah.
This one is definitely more of your usual, regular semi-D kind of plot. But I do like that the width is so comfy. This is
much bigger for
very
this
comfortable for.
So that means you can
70,
easily
correct.
park 3 cars.
Yeah.
Easily. So it's like
So that one is a trapezium kind of plot, which is why the corner is a little bit cut off. This one is a little bit more standard,
Correct.
a little bit more bright and wide, I think.
Yeah, it's more of a landscape kind of
Correct.
like
And
layout as well.
the door is like very nice because it's the grand entrance kind of feel.
That's right. And you have actually one thing we want to mention is actually very good, ceiling height over here. So that means you have a lot of brightness coming in, because a lot of times when you have a structure over here, right, your living room tends to be a bit darker in terms of how it feels. But over here, because of the high ceiling, you definitely get a lot of light in.
Yeah, and the columns are all at the corner. There's only one there. There isn't one on the middle. So that's why you can park 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, easily 3.
3 cars.
You can
and
even squeeze in 4, I think.
I think 4. I think maybe need to drive Mini Cooper. Then you can park.
4 Mini Cooper. Yeah.
Okay, come into the house.
Go in from here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this is like mahjong table setup. Okay, this is probably your main
Living area.
I think
Alright.
the TV will probably be here.
Yeah, this probably will be on this side. This
The
side.
developer,
Yeah.
because they wanted to have so many windows,
Correct, yeah.
got no space to put TV. No, I probably think the TV will probably be somewhere around here, or you can do the standing TV kind of setup. So this living setup is a little bit more regular. I think it's quite sufficient for your dining and entertainment zone.
And the kitchen, you can definitely enclose it.
Yeah, I like
it's more
this. I like this
enclosable.
like U-shaped kitchen setup. So much countertop space.
Correct, a lot of preparation table, top here. And of course, we also have this lift as well. So downstairs over here for this configuration, right, there is actually
Also a
another
very
room also.
Same size, I
Same
think
size
it's the
as
same
well.
size as the
Same
previous
size
one.
for this room.
And then your access to
Access
your back.
to the back.
Okay.
So you can go, if you want to go upstairs.
Should we just take a quick look?
Yeah, we
since
just
we're
take a
here
quick look.
already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
Climb?
do you stop?
Climb? Yeah.
He's thinking in his mind, should I
Yeah,
take
should I
the
take a
lift?
lift or should I climb? Yeah, all the rooms here for this unit is more of a regular layout. Yeah, so you can
This
place
is a bit
your
more
bed over
standard
here.
size.
All standard size, very good bathroom size as well. The other bedroom.
This is where's the master?
Yes.
This is the master?
This is not the master, it's the second floor is the master. Very decent
I
size.
noticed that the build of the developer put in quite decent premium fittings also. I think they
it is.
do take care of the quality. So
Correct.
you can be assured on that.
Yep, that's right.
Go
So,
back down. This is the
Go
third.
back down here, level 2. I mean, we have visited so many landed houses before, right?
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
staircases without windows is
Right,
always
it tends to
very
be
dark.
dark, right?
Anti
Is
theft.
this bigger?
This is a more regular shape. Yeah, so you can see that.
I like this.
I like it
so
here.
those are the terraces.
Yep.
That's
So
all
on the
towards
right-hand
that
side
corner.
is-
This is the
yeah.
corner terrace.
So it's a corner terrace. On the right hand side is
Yeah.
where the terraces are.
So only ours, and this is this is like a
This is a detached.
This is
Yeah,
a
it's a
detached. They didn't
detached.
subdivide this.
They didn't subdivide.
So
Yeah.
this is us, and then the detached, and the rest are all into terraces all the way.
That's right. Yeah. So for that side is all the semi-D. So very good.
Wow,
you
this
know,
is damn
wind,
super windy.
breeze and stuff. Yeah.
Today's a hot day, but this really
Yeah.
helps.
Lucky thing is very cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the exterior of the house, you can see, they keep it very simple. Right. So in future, if you wish to actually do any alteration, you can actually do that as well. So over here, you definitely have very good space. Right. For the master, the bathroom is on the right hand side. Yeah. So the developer has put in good materials for the construction of the bathroom, the flooring and stuff. Yeah. So let's go down to level 1.
Okay, so what do you think?
Hmm.
After seeing both plots, okay, I have a few questions for you.
Okay. Last me.
First of all, between these two plots,
Yep.
which one do you think you like more, and what are the maybe the top 2 or top 3 things that you like about this house?
Okay, so I think very important is because each house has its advantage and also has a plus point as well, because the other plot is actually a corner plot. So if you want even more privacy, the corner plot itself will definitely give you more, more privacy. And of course, it's internally, if you want to add any additional stuff, you can actually do that. So facing wise, that side has a bit more of the, white noise from the expressway. Not disturbing in kind of noise, but actually it blends nicely with the environment. Yeah. And for this plot, definitely is you have more space, all right, for parking of your cars. If you have 4 cars and above, right, for multi-gen family, then this will be very ideal as well.
Yeah, actually I agree. I think both plots have their pros and cons, because that one you get a bigger kind of land size, and you also get that corner privacy, which I think some of the landed owners, they really appreciate, because at this kind of status you do want a little bit more privacy. Of course there is a little bit of road noise, but that has been buffered by the trees and all that, so I think that's really good also. But I quite like this plot because personally I like the regular shape. I like that it can park a little bit more cars, even though it's slightly inwards, but I think the privacy aspect is still there because we're on an elevated ground.
That's right.
And the land size is still very decent for a semi-D, and the price point wise, quantum wise, I think genuinely it does make sense for a Cat 4 house. And in fact, when I take a look at this entire house and walk through, and this entire location itself, I think this is considered one of the the stellar horses when we talk about the 4 horses in PLB. If you're not sure of that, I think you can watch some of our other contents, or if you're curious, you can also get in touch with our PLB landed consultants. But this is essentially a house that has very good inherent characteristics. We don't have any so-called, what do we call, negative points that will bring down the value of the house itself. So inherent characteristics wise is very, very decent for this plot. And I think internally you can do a lot of additional enhancements to this house as well. Of course, some things I think that because of the way the plot size is, for example, you cannot do things like swimming pool, which may be a concern for some of the landed owners, but I think it's still very decent and sufficient, because nowadays some of the landed owners also don't want to have swimming pool because you have to do maintenance, and if you don't use it, then there will be additional so-called a liability. So if you're someone who is looking at the District 28 region, of course when we look at the entire map, there is the plots that are above the expressway, and then there is the plots that are below the expressway. So this Jalan Kayu area, I would say, is still quite attractive for entry-level quantum, be it in the terraces, semi-Ds, whatsoever, but the price quantum for this is pretty decent.
It is,
right? But maybe let's talk a little bit about District 28, like Seletar area as a whole.
Correct. I mean, District 28, right, if you look at Seletar, right, over at Seraka area, Nim area, they have a lot of the detached houses and also the semi-D. Right?
But that's further in, right?
That's further in. So in terms of connectivity, in terms of walking distance, it's actually further away to amenities. Right. The plus point for that site is actually where the Greenwich Mall is. All right. So that is the plus point. For this area, there's actually more nostalgic kind of feel, for landed feel. So I really appreciate this area in terms of how it actually is for this area.
And in fact, I think at this kind of quantum mark is really an opportunity for buyers who want to be hassle-free, cut to the chase, just move in. Price quantum very, very comfortable and very decent. I think if you're interested, you can come down and have a look for yourself and feel the space. I think this really needs to be felt on site.
That's right. Yeah. I truly agree with you. This is something that you come in and see the house, feel the place, whether it's about the location, it's about the convenience as well. Yeah, so for this area, definitely come down and take a look at this house.
Correct. And exit audience-wise is also there, because there are upcoming developments like your residential plots. Maybe we'll pull up a map or something over here, or we just talk about it. There are these green plots that are currently zoned residential already, so we don't know whether it'll be a condo or HDB or whatsoever, but whenever there are upcoming developments, naturally it helps. It's gonna be a booster for your house, because even if it's a condo or HDB, these will add to your future buyer audience as well. And for people who are looking for familiarity of location and stuff, they will naturally upgrade into the same area. So I think it's not to say that it's a sleepy village. I think last time the Jalan Kayu area is just not much going on.
Yeah, people only come here for the prata and
Andy only comes here for the prata. So last time was a little bit more of a sleepy village, but now I think with all these developments coming up, a lot more exciting things that are happening in the Seletar area. I think this is definitely up and coming, apart from your usual main areas like District 19 and District 15. Yeah. Okay,
so we've come to the end of this Landed Blueprint series. And if you're interested to actually view this house, contact our consultants, all right, and we can actually show this house immediately, and you can come in and stay.
Correct.
Right?
And if you like our series, also follow us on our social media platforms
That's
like
right.
Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. And I think now we have Xiaohongshu as well. So if you like this, do come down, have a look. If you need any advice in terms of construction, in terms of development or whatsoever, you can also contact our landed consultants, and we'll be more than happy to have a chat with you to discuss further. Yeah, so thanks again for staying with us through this little home tour. My name is Phyllis, PropertyLimBrothers, and
Andy from PropertyLimBrothers.
and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.